It is the story so many of us have been watching. A motorist spots a baby on the side of the highway and stops to help. That motorist turned out to be an auto mechanic named Brian Collins. He is here with us today, and we're going to talk to him in just a minute. First, though, let's take you back to that moment, to the day that he found baby Emily. Here's WXIA's TV's Matt Pearl.
Long ago, Brian Collins of Madison County
I've been in so much trouble.
Learned the value of choosing the right path.
I've been in a lot of bad situations.
But this past Friday,
But I've never seen that.
he found on the side of the road a chance to save a life.
And when I got out, it was a baby almost right here. Almost in the highway.
What was your reaction?
I mean, the same as yours would have been, man. What the hell going on? A baby?
A 15-month-old baby had crawled through the woods 300 yards from home.
I just found a little baby crawling in the street, man.
Was a baby crawling on the bridge?
A baby on the highway.
Emergency crews arrived. Police arrested the child's father, Timothy Pickens, and will likely arrest the child's mother as well. In Bryant Collins, he stayed with the baby for 2 hours.
So the baby started crying then, and so I turned my phone on, let the baby listen to some gospel music, and she calmed back down. I know gospel music calmed me down.
On this day, he is a hero. But Collins could never have saved the life of this baby if he had not, long ago, saved his own.
I did 10 years in the federal institution for manufacturing cocaine. And while I was in prison, I decided I can't come home like I came to prison.
Collins has been free and clean for 5 years. And it's in his new job as an auto repairman that he found himself here, on the side of the road. A baby's life, literally, in his hands.
It made me feel good that I could, be in society and do good. Just as well as you could do bad, you could do good,
Matt Pearl, 11 Alive News.
Brian Collins, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
What is it like to watch that?
It still seems like it's, like surreal. I mean, to be right here and watch myself on television.
Yeah.
It's nice, though.
I noticed how close you were standing to the freeway when you said that's where the baby was. Take me back to that moment that you saw her. Did you stop right there on the highway? Did you pull over? What did you do?
When I saw when my mind said that was a baby, my foot said match the brakes. So I stopped in the highway.
And that's amazing that nobody hit you.
Yeah, I thought the baby was going to have to save me because I just jumped straight out the vehicle.
When you went to her, how did she react?
Well, initially she was crying and crawling, but once I picked her up, she stopped crying immediately. Mm-hmm. And then you could see how she was looking at me like, so she stopped crying immediately, and we was cool from then on.
So you stayed with her for 2 hours. What did you do in that time?
Well, we stood outside for a while. Then when all the law enforcement people came, and then when her parents came, they had kind of little disagreements. So the people from the game warden let me sat inside his truck with the baby, and I guess she heard her people's voice, and she started crying a little bit. So I started playing her some gospel music and let her look at SpongeBob on my phone.
How long were you with her before the parents showed up? Do you know?
Probably about, probably about 30 minutes, maybe a little longer. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was a little while before, the game warden came first, but it was a little while before any other people came. I stopped a lady coming around the curve. I said, I got to stop somebody, and I stopped the first car that I saw. Uh-huh. And it kind of shocked the lady because I had the baby kind of positioned this way. When I turned around and she seen that baby, and she know the baby red head, I'm black. She know it wasn't mine. Oh. And so she was like, oh my God, it's a baby. And then I called my wife and told her, and I mean, people, they did the natural response. You mean a baby? You got a baby. I said, baby, I found a baby. She like, you found a baby what? And I like, a baby. Oh, you got a baby. They all went to crying and screaming in the office. And I called my mother. I called 911 first. I called my wife, then I called my mother. My mother called my brother and said, your brother don't find a baby. So my brother texted her back, a baby what? He was thinking she was talking about a baby snake or something.
Right.
She was like, nah, a baby. So my brother was like, oh, man, what Brian don't did now? What he don't did now? And come to find out, he learned that it was a baby that I had found. living baby.
Did you feel, after spending that much time with her, did you feel a connection to her, to little Emily?
I mean, I like the kids anyway, so, you know.
And you're a dad, right?
Yeah, I'm a dad.
So what did, from a father's standpoint, when you saw her, is that just that protective parental mode went into high gear?
I don't even think it's that. I mean, I love the kids, period. So, you know, whether it's been a grown person, you know, or a little baby, you know, if you're in a position where you about to possibly hurt yourself, you know, me, and like I told the people previously, everybody I know would have stopped and got that baby, you know.
But it was you.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody is very grateful for that.
Thank
And
you.
we're so glad. We're out of time right now, but he's coming back. We're going to talk to him in the next half hour because your story is pretty impactful as well. And I know you mentioned yourself that you had spent some time in prison. We're going to talk about that and how you turned yourself around, because there are a lot of people in prison right now, and we know statistics tell us when they come out, they either have it worse or they ended up getting back in, and you have done none of that. So we want to talk to you about that the next time around in the next half hour. Brian, thank you so much for being here. Just sit back and relax, and
I can
we'll
sit
talk
right
to you.
here?
Yeah, we'll